do what they preach are rare. And today, we are going to share with you the wisdom of a few of those who actually did what they said and found immense success in the process. Keep watching till the very end, and you too will find wisdom and courage to make your dreams a reality. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is a part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. Robert Kiyosaki. By now, you must probably have come across thousands of videos here on YouTube that preach about success and riches, right? But how many about failures and downfalls? Surely not much. But why? Because people are so afraid of failure, it is taboo to speak of it. It is so negative that YouTuber won't even touch that topic. But back in the day, while he was building up his real estate empire, Robert Kiyosaki and his wife were broke and homeless. Their financial situation was so bad that they lived in their car. Yes, in their car. For some time, the two barely survived only because their friends were helping them. And if I keep going on telling this story, I can do it all day. So, what was behind boosting this man from a penniless husband who couldn't even put a roof over his wife's head to a real estate mogul and world-renowned educator and speaker? Learning lessons from his failures. Yes, as the saying goes, when you fail, forget the mistake, but remember the lesson. Don't be afraid of losing, because only losers are afraid to do that. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk. Back then, Elon's new business, X.com, was booming and bringing in a lot of money for the ambitious young entrepreneur. However, to sit behind a computer all day and make money off of it was far from the ideal life for young Elon. So, what was he dreaming about then? Exploring space, colonizing Mars, saving the world with electric cars, and linking the human mind to a computer. Seems funny at first, but these were the dreams of Elon Musk back then. And today, he is the richest man in the world with over $200 billion of net worth and the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, the three pioneers of electric vehicles, space exploration, and neurotechnology. But between X.com and SpaceX, what did really happen? Elon, back in 1999, parted ways with X.com. He sold it to eBay for a record $1.5 billion. Elon later remarked that it was difficult parting ways with the business that he poured all his sweat and tears into. Besides, it was a high-risk move. After all, would you sell your well-established business to start a business in space exploring? I wouldn't. But when your dreams are important, do it, even if the odds are against you. Never depend on a single income. Warren Buffett. Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett isn't nicknamed Oracle without a reason. Considered the most successful investor of all time, he has always shared knowledge and experience from his fountain of wisdom. Not depending on a single income is a lesson Warren learned very early in his life. He was just an 11-year-old child when he bought his stock, and he hasn't depended on a single income ever since. Most of you who are watching this right now might have only one income, your job. While it is important to have a strong and reliable career, it is essential that you have other ways to put the food on the table. After all, if you've lived through the recent market crashes and economic meltdowns, you must probably have come across or heard of people who lost their job and fell from the frying pan into the fire. As Warren always says, save before you spend. And then find some lucrative and safe investment opportunities. Learn how to value companies and learn how to read financials. These are not rocket science after all. Then go in, invest, and stay invested for the long term. Who knows? Follow the Oracle of Omaha and you might end up like him someday. $96 billion rich. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn. One of the lesser known, yet one of the greatest success stories of all time is the story of Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is not your average man who made a fortune. His story is a from rags to riches one. Little Jim was born into a poor family. His parents owned a farm in Idaho. Young Jim, some 30 years later, became a millionaire. Within the next 3 years, he lost all the money he made, and by 33, he was broke. But the best part about his story is that he made it all back and became an even more successful millionaire within a short time again. And guess what? The man dropped out of college after just 1 year. Yes, you heard me right, only after 1 year. But went far ahead than any college grad or any PhD would ever imagine going. But how? Through dedication and self-learning. With the help of several mentors, Rohn mastered the art of direct sales and marketing himself without any formal educational background. And he didn't just stop there. He went around the world teaching what he learned to the masses and wrote dozens of books on how to be successful and happy. Read a few of his books. You'll find them more useful than 10 college degrees for sure. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and falling over. Richard Branson. Richard Branson was truly a virgin in the field of business when he first started his record label, also named Virgin, back in the early 1970s. And today, he is one of the top entrepreneurs in the world, with a net worth of over $4 billion and countless innovative ventures, from airliners to space tourism. Known for his innovative and unorthodox approaches in business, Richard has always lived by the motto, never follow the rules or norms. It was never a smooth road for him, as there were countless failures, failed corporate ventures, and legal issues haunting his path. But his path, nevertheless, led him to success. A success that only a very few in the world enjoys. After all, how else can a man who began by selling record labels get into space tourism? Knowing these quotes by heart is not enough. Apply them to your life and see how it works. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and I will see you in the next video.